Nice. Acidity with a full body. Speaking of acidity, today we'll be diving into pH. Most detailers throw around pH like it's the whole story, but it isn't. So let's break it down properly. pH is simple. It's just a measurement of hydrogen ions from 0 to 14. That's it. It tells you where something sits on a scale: acidity, neutral, alkaline, but it doesn't tell you how strong a cleaner is. That's why coffee is acidic, but harmless. It's why ammonia is alkaline, but not automatically dangerous. It's also why a neutral cleaner, 7 pH, can absolutely wreck an interior. So let's stop pretending that the pH number is the identity of the product. It isn't. It's just a piece of the puzzle. The real cleaning power, the thing that actually does the cleaning, is the chemical load. Think of it as what's actually in the bottle and not the number on the label. So judging the pH number instead of the chemistry behind it. That's like looking at a car badge and assuming what the motor can do. Here's where most detailers get pH completely wrong. They treat it like the number tells the whole story. That's when you hear people say, don't use degreasers for interiors, they're high pH, or neutral cleaners are safe for everything. Both are wrong. Acids break down minerals. That's why they're great for salt, water spots, scale, and rust bloom. And acids can be completely safe on a lot of materials as long as the formula is balanced. It's the overuse that causes dulling, light etching, and dye fade. Alkalines break down organic soils, grease, sunscreen, body oils, sweat, food spills, and that's why they work so great in interiors. But again, it depends on chemical load. A high pH cleaner with a light chemical load can be gentle, while a moderate pH cleaner with a heavy chemical load can absolutely fry dyes. In neutrals, this is where people get blindsided. A neutral cleaner is supposed to be your safe maintenance cleaner, but a neutral cleaner packed with heavy-hitting surfactants can hit harder than a high pH degreaser. A chemical load is a mix of solvents, surfactants, chelators, builders, and additives. That cocktail decides everything: how aggressive it is, how it behaves on leather, whether it dries out plastics, whether it pulls dyes, all of it. So stop judging products by pH alone. It's the chemistry behind the number that decides everything. When you follow the chemistry instead of the hype, you start cleaning safer, smarter, and stop damaging interiors. Okay, now let's kill the two biggest myths in detailing. Myth 1. High pH is always harsh. No, a product with a high pH, but with a light chemical load, can be surprisingly gentle. It may barely clean anything. The pH number only tells you it leans alkaline, not how hard it hits. Myth 2. Neutral cleaners are always safe. Massive surfactant load can absolutely destroy leather, plastic, and vinyl. And then they wonder why the surface feels dried out or faded after. Rule 1. Identify the material first. Leather, plastic, vinyl, rubber, fabric, they all behave differently. If you don't know the material, you're guessing. Rule 2. Identify the soil. Ask yourself, is it mineral-based, organic-based, sweat, oils, food, or is it just dust? Rule 3. Choose products by chemistry, not pH. pH is the direction, chemical load is the power. Always choose based on the chemistry. Rule 4. Acid for minerals. Water spots, scale, rust bloom, salt, that's acid territory. Rule 5. Alkalines for organics. Sunscreen, body oils, sweat, food spills, grime, alkalines crush that. Rule 6. Neutrals for maintenance. Use neutral cleaners for maintenance, but don't assume neutral means harmless. Rule 7. Always rinse or neutralize alkalines. Even mild alkalines can leave residue and weaken dyes if they're not neutralized or rinsed. Rule 8. Always test unknowns. Because labels lie, marketing lies, and pH almost tells you nothing. So yes, this coffee is acidic, but you drink it every day, and it doesn't hurt anything. That's the whole point. pH was never the danger. It's just a direction on a scale. So whether the outcome is good or bad, doesn't depend on the pH, it depends on the chemical load. As soon as you understand that, you stop guessing, you stop following myths, and you start detailing like a professional. I'm Nick from Nick's Auto Cleaning. If you're tired of guessing and want to learn the real science behind detailing, subscribe and stick around. We're just getting started.